What is up, guys? It is DMG here, and today I'm going to be showing you the instructions for the 4-1-4-1. It is a very defensive formation. However, if you use the right instructions for your players, it can also be used very well to attack as well. Now for this formation, I'm going to be giving you two sets of instructions. They're very similar, but there is one thing that is different, and you also are going to have to maybe change your custom tactics a little bit. For this first set of instructions I'm going to give you, this is for counterattack, because I know a lot of people love to use counterattack, and you can just do it easily in-game as well. You just go to your D-pad while you're in-game, and you can press a few things on your D-pad, and then you can be on counterattack, and then you're all set to go. So this first set of instructions is for counterattack only. So starting out, as per usual, for the right and left backs, I have them on stay back while attacking. And I do this for any formation that has left or right mids, probably 90 or 95% of the time. There might have been one formation in the past where I have them on get in behind or just balance attack, but usually if there are outside mids, I do have them on stay back while attacking, so then they don't go and try to overlap, and then it causes chaos in that spot. And then if they lose the ball, or if you lose the ball, they can counter fairly easily, at least in those positions. Then for the defensive mid, I have them on stay back while attacking for two reasons. One, for defensive stability, and then two, if you are attacking, you will stay back, and then if you need like a safety pass or you just need to reset or something like that, you can drop it off for your defensive mid and then restart your attack. Then on to the left and right mids, I have them both on cut inside. I noticed that they would be on the sideline a lot of the time, which isn't necessarily bad. However, if I was attacking, they wouldn't really be making those incisive runs toward the box, which would be leading to a goal or an assist from those outside mids. So I have them on cut inside, so then they're able to do that. For my right center mid, I have him on default settings, and that's mainly because of his high work rates. And then for Payet, or for the left center mid, I have them on get forward, and that is because of his high medium work rates. If I had Ramsey, who has high work rates, on get forward, then Payet would also be getting forward, and then no one would really be back in that central mid area. Now this is where the counterattack custom tactic really is important, because Payet is on get forward, and I noticed that for any formation in any FIFA really, that a lot of the time players are really strict in staying in their position, at least defensively or in the midfield third. Let's take the defenders for example. Let's take Robert Huth, who's in that right center back role. If someone's cutting across the box and trying to go into the box and score, Robert Huth would most likely stay in that right center back role rather than trying to go attack him. He would rather stay in that role in his spot, which he thinks he's supposed to be, and try to get like that higher rating like at the end, than actually go and stop the ball. He would rather do that. So this is basically the same thing, the same logic that's for Payet. Because Payet is on get forward, he will obviously be getting forward more often. So because of that, and because of that same logic, whereas they want to stay in their positions and they want to hold that formation, Ramsey, Shaqiri, Balassi, that center mid, those outside mids are going to push up as well because they want to stay in that four-man line. And obviously, Wanyama doesn't want to be that far behind them, so he will push up as well. And then everyone in your midfield is going to be attacking. Now, it's not necessarily a bad thing because then you have more support in your attack, and then if you score, you score a goal, nothing bad happens. But if you don't score a goal, you are going to get countered hard because everyone in your midfield up from your defensive mid and forward, everyone from there is going to be 10 yards away from the box. So then if they do counter, if they get the ball 15 yards past the box, there's going to be no one there to stop them, and it's going to be your four defenders. That is it. So because of that, I have this team on counterattack, and I do that because I noticed that if it's not on counterattack, those midfielders pushing forward instead of trying to stay in that formation would happen more often. If it's on counterattack, Wanyama would stay back a little bit more often because he's supposed to, since he is staying back while attacking, and then Ramsey would also drop back a little bit as well because that is the custom tactic of counterattack, not being that aggressive and just kind of sitting back a little bit. And then finally for my striker, I have him on stay central, and that is for two reasons. For one thing, he's the only attacker, so I do not want him being anywhere else but that striker role. Plus, if he did drift out wide, he would probably get in the way of the left or right mid, whichever way he drifted out, because those left and right mids are on cut inside. So like I said, I was going to give you 2 instruction sets, and they are both extremely similar. The only difference between those 2 is Payet and that get forward instruction. If you have a player in your midfield and you're telling him to get forward, you have to be on counterattack, because like I said, everyone from your defensive mid up will be getting forward. If you're not on counterattack, then you have to tell one of your midfielders to either stay back, or you have to have them both on just the default settings. So just to say it one more time, because it is extremely important, if you have a midfielder on get forward, it has to be on counterattack. If you don't want to use counterattack, then don't have one of your midfielders on get forward. So that is going to be it for this instructions video for the 4-1-4-1 formation. I played a few games with it, and it's not really my favorite formation, but it is very good for someone who wants that defensive stability and who likes counterattacking. It is very good for those types of players. So I would recommend it if you are into those 2 types of things. So that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been DMG. Peace. Okay. Okay. Extra shoot!
Oh, wow.
Yes! Winning! Oh my god, that's so lucky.